Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out and reviewing the new COVERGIRL True Blend Matte Made Foundation. This foundation can be found in 40 different shades, which is pretty amazing for a drugstore brand. I grabbed two different shades. The first one that I purchased was Natural Beige, but after looking at it, I believe it's a little too cool for my complexion, so then I purchased M70, and this one seems to be a better match. Hopefully, fingers crossed, M70, which is Sand Beige. Hopefully that works out for me to try out today. The foundation can retail anywhere from $8 to around $12 US, just depending on who you purchase it through. It comes in a glass bottle with a pump, which I love, and you get 1 fluid ounce worth of product. The foundation claims to be a matte formula that is non-drying or cakey. It also claims to have Flexi Hold technology that creates a strong yet flexible film on the skin for durability and comfort, while the mattifying powders absorb oil and minimize pores for a soft, matte, flawless finish. And you're able to wear it for up to 12 hours. So now before I get started, I'm going to simply jump off camera really quickly in order to color correct the under eye area, and then I will be right back in order to apply foundation. Alright, so now I'm back with a little bit of color corrector underneath the eyes, and now it is time for foundation. So as far as what amount of coverage you're supposed to be able to get with this, it really doesn't say anywhere, so we're just going to test it out and see what we get. Just grabbing my damp 3D blender. I'm going to start here. Okay, I would say this is medium coverage, definitely, but it is doing an amazing job at like evening everything out, and I'll give you all close-ups here in a little bit. Okay, so now that I have a foundation on this side and I don't have anything on this side, I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can see the before and after. Okay, so this is what my skin looked like before, and this is the after. I really love the coverage. I like the fact that it doesn't look heavy and it's not completely covering everything up. It's just evening everything out. Okay, so the foundation went on really nicely, blended out beautifully. I am finding that there's like these little like sand-like specks in the foundation. I don't know what that's about. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I'm not really sure if they're supposed to be in the foundation, like if there's a purpose for them or what. As far as it minimizing my pores, No, I don't think it did, really. But it does give you really beautiful coverage. It does feel pretty sticky as of right now, so I need to wait for it to set. Now I'm going to simply jump off camera really quickly in order to finish off the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Alright, so now it is time for me to just go about my day and wear the foundation for an entire full 8-hour day, perhaps even more. I am going to try to wear it for maybe almost close to like 10 hours to see how it performs. It is quite humid outside because it has been raining on and off throughout the last few days, and it is warm. It is fairly warm, so I do plan on running a couple of errands. I do plan on coming in and out. I'm not just going to be in a nice air-conditioned home, so I am going to put it through the test and see how it wears, see whether or not it does keep me oil free. I tend to get pretty oily along the T-zone if I don't set it with a powder or if I don't use some sort of mattifying lotion or primer underneath. My T-zone definitely is the first thing that you will see getting oily. The foundation is not going to hold up to the mattifying claim. You will be able to tell on my forehead. So we'll see how it wears. It is currently 11:46 in the morning, so I will see you all back here in about 4 hours for my midday check-in. Okay, so now I'm back for my midday check-in. It is currently 4:48, so I've had this foundation on for what, 5 hours now, roughly 5 hours, and I like it. So far, it's wearing really nicely. It doesn't feel heavy whatsoever. It doesn't look cakey or anything like that. And it is keeping me fairly oil-free along the T-zone. The only issue that I am seeing so far is around the nose. It has separated quite severely here along the top of my nose, and along the sides it has just settled a little bit here along the sides of my nose, but the main issue is just here along the bridge of my nose. You can tell the foundation has just separated in all sorts of different places. Other than that though, like I said, it's keeping me matte, it's keeping me nice and shine free. I only have shine where I have placed it. And nowhere else. Still feels comfortable. So now I'm going to zoom you all in so that you can get a better look at what the foundation looks like on my skin after 5 hours of wear. Okay, so this is the left side. As you can see, everything's still intact. It looks beautiful. It feels nice and light. And I have the exact same situation here along the right side. As far as my laugh lines or it settling here, it's not at all. And as you can see, it's keeping me oil-free along the forehead. It's not settling into any lines there either. This is the only issue that I'm having. I don't know if you can see it, but it is separating all over the top of my nose. And I do not like that whatsoever. You can see it. You can definitely see that it's separating all over there. This is my only issue with the foundation as of right now. So that is all that I have for right now. I do plan on wearing this foundation for an additional 3 to 5 hours, just depending on how my day goes, in order to try to get closer to like a 12-hour wear, just to see exactly how the foundation performs throughout a really long day. So I will see you all back here at the end of the night with my final thoughts on this new CoverGirl foundation. Alright, so now I am back with my final check-in. The lip had to go. The liquid lipstick that I was wearing was just way too dry on the lips, and it was all flaked off by the end of the day anyway. So that is why I'm now just wearing a nice light lip gloss instead, and it feels so much better. Anyway, it is currently 8:29. I did not make it to my 10-hour mark. I am starting to get a little bit of a headache and the kids are going crazy. It is definitely time for bed, so I am just going to wrap this up and call it a day. But before I get into my overall thoughts on the foundation, I am going to zoom you all in one last time in order to show you all what the foundation looks like on my skin after almost 9 hours of wear. Alright, so this is what the foundation looks like on the left side. As you can see, everything still looks beautifully intact. It still looks the exact same way that it did midday and pretty much at the beginning of the day. Everything has stayed in place, nothing has worn off. And the same goes for the right side. As far as the forehead, I'm still oil-free. I can't really feel any oiliness peeking through the foundation. You would definitely be able to see it because of all the lights hitting my face. You would see some of the lights bouncing back if my forehead was oily, but it is absolutely not. As for the nose, pretty much the exact same situation as midday. So overall, I actually really enjoyed wearing this foundation. It did not feel heavy, it did not feel cakey, it didn't crack on me, and it definitely stayed matte throughout the entire day, and it stayed put. It looks absolutely gorgeous on the skin, and the fact that they came out with 40 different shades just absolutely blows me away. So that is a huge pro. A couple of cons for me would be that it is not pore minimizing. I can definitely see my pores. It did nothing to hide my pores whatsoever. So that claim, in my opinion, is false, not true. And the way that it wore around my nose, I did not like the fact that it broke up, and it really did emphasize like all of my pores. It made them very, very noticeable around here. So next time that I wear it, I might just wear it on top of a pore minimizing primer so that might help out along this area right here. But everywhere else, it looks amazing, it feels amazing, and I can't complain. Some of the things that I would suggest you do is, if you are planning on purchasing this foundation, consider doing it online rather than going into, I mean, you can definitely go into your local drugstore in order to try to find a shade. But from what I have heard and from what I saw today at CVS, they obviously don't have all 40 shades for you to look through at the drugstore. Maybe at Walmart, since it is a bigger store, they might carry a little bit more. But today when I went to CVS, I saw just like this little 4-sided carousel thing, and that didn't even have like half of the shades. I think it had like maybe 14 or 16 shades. So yeah, definitely look at a lot of different swatches if you are considering purchasing this online. If you go to CoverGirl's Instagram, they did post, I believe on the 22nd of June, they made a post with all of the different undertones for each individual foundation shade. So that is definitely very helpful because it helps you eliminate like any cool tone shades or any neutral tones or warm tones, just depending on what you're looking for. So yes, that's definitely what I would suggest you do, is look through plenty of swatches, look through different videos, look at their Instagram page in order to try to determine what would be your best match, because it is very frustrating. Trust me, it's happened to me plenty of times where I feel like, okay, just based on a couple of pictures, I know what I'm going to order, and then I order it, and then it comes and it's completely off. So definitely do your homework when it comes to choosing a shade online. And that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future product reviews, makeup tutorials, anything beauty related. And also don't forget to follow me on all of my other social media platforms where I love to interact with you all. I am All Beauty by Sarah with an H on Instagram and All Beauty by Sarah without the H on Snapchat and Twitter. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.